the city of brotherly love and Citizens Bank Park, the show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Miami Marlins taking on the Philadelphia Phillies.
Take another one, don't chase it. Trey skating on this beat.
Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shoppy. Well, Singy, as we come into this one, it's all about the sweep.
Yeah, and anytime there's a chance for the brooms to come out, the pressure is definitely on. We'll see if they can find a way to salvage at least one in this series.
First pitch coming your way next. And on the hill here today, Jesus Luzardo. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there. Coming up on the first pitch, Connor Norton digs in now. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. And we're underway here in Philly.
That's a ball.
Ripped, but it curls foul. That one way outside, 2-2. Got him swinging. And time now for the Marlins lineup. In that leadoff spot, a guy they're looking to get going, Connor Norton.
Yeah, Boog, he just hasn't been himself at all lately. I mean, it's hard to know if it's mechanical, if it's mental. It's just a struggle all the way around. It's something that everybody goes through. I think the key is you've got to stick to the process. You've got to focus on every pitch and don't worry about the result. Take it one pitch at a time, one at bat at a time.
The 0-1. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
No, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Otto Lopez, the next to hit, takes ball one. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He's looking pretty sharp to start the ball game. He's got that good fastball working early.
This one in the air, center field. And that is that. End of a half inning of play. No score. Back at Citizens Bank Park. And today's starter, Braxton Garrett. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots. Justin Crawford stands in for the Phillies. Got the bat going too soon and strike two.
All right.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Take a look at the lineup. This has been a good, productive lineup so far this year. Currently ranking among the better teams in terms of total hits and runs per game.
Oh, Mook, this lineup puts the ball in play. And in an era of high strikeouts and big swings, increasing contact makes them dangerous. We'll see if this pitcher can get some support from the defense.
Trey Turner, batting with one down, takes a strike.
I'll put that shit in the dryer when I'm done with it. Ball.
And he can't come up with it. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
First baseman, Bryce Harper.
2 outs, base is empty. Bryce Harper now at the plate. Well, in their win last game, this guy came up with 2 home runs, obviously trying to keep the roll going here in this one. That's out to center field. Marcy under it, brings it in. And that will end the inning. We move on to inning number 2 here in Philadelphia. No score. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. Now here's the Marlins DH, Christopher Morel. In there at the knees. That went at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
The 0-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. 1 out.
Pretty much textbook pitching for the 3-pitch K right there. Jumped ahead 0-2 on 2 pitches he didn't want to go after at the plate. Then, knowing he's going to be a little more aggressive, trying to protect, he expands just out of the zone where he couldn't do anything with it. He gets the strikeout and keeps the pitches thrown to a minimum. Very nice.
Digging in, Griffin Conine. No score here in the second. In the air, left field. Out, number 2.
Batting 6th, center fielder Jacob Marcy.
And now the center fielder, Jacob Marcy.
Really strong hitting performance recently. Hitting better than .350 this month.
No!
Two down, nobody on. That one lined into left field, and that's base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about it. Get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Heriberto Hernandez getting ready to hit.
Ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up, and that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Yeah.
That fastball at the bottom of the zone can be very effective. Just got to keep it on the corners.
Runner takes off. Pitch misses. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, we all know this team is struggling right now, and sometimes you just got to do something different to generate some offense. A little more aggressive right there to put the pressure on the opponent. We'll see if it pays off on the scoreboard for this team.
Man at second. Jumps, but it's off his glove. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's an RBI single on the board first. It's 1-0.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get in the scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Now at the plate, Javier Sanoja.
That's the ball.
And ball one. Just a slow ground ball this time. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no error. And a man left. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Marlins 1 and the Phillies nothing. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here in Philadelphia, bottom of the inning, Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. Garcia went deep in his most recent game. Swing and a ball lifted left field. 1 down.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Swing and a ground ball. Oh, great stop. Oh, the throw was wild. No advance, though. Ball didn't get too far away.
That's a dangerous throw for the first baseman to try to handle right there. Exposed him to a potential collision, and we've all seen some of the ugly ones over the years on plays similar to that one. So it's great nothing came out of that other than the throwing error.
1 down. Here's the left fielder, Brandon Marsh. First pitch, and he just misses. Fastball for a strike.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
The 1-2.
That's a ball.
Man at first, 1 away. On the ground, right side, Sanoja. Here's Lopez for 1. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. And now for the Phillies, Brian De La Cruz with 3 hits on the series and 1 of them a homer. De La Cruz with some nice production in his last game. 4 runs batted in. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. He makes the grab. That it. The inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. Hit hard, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next,
Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Connor Norby will hit next. Just missed. Now this one gets away from the catcher. And it's a ball and a strike as the runner holds. In there at the knees. That is strike two.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
In the dirt. To second. Not in time. He's safe. And now a man into scoring position.
Definitely trying to work down and get that double play ball, but it got away enough to erase any chance of that. Good job of moving up into scoring position. Now a hit could make that wild pitch really sting.
Man at second. Struck him out swinging. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Next to hit, Kyle Stowers. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Luzardo, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Fair ball. Rounds third, headed for the plate. And they lead by 2. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Lopez in the box now. Takes strike 1. Close, but
that's
called
a
a
ball.
ball. And it's a ball to strike.
Close pitch there, and he's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from at bat to at bat.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. 1 out and a runner at second here in the 3rd and final game of the series. He hauls it in, 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here's the cleanup hitter for Miami. Christopher Morel went down on strikes his first time through. And that drops in for a strike.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high-leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Up the middle, base hit into center field. Coming home. Here comes the throw. He's safe. It's 3-zip.
Comes through with the RBI. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Runner at first with 2 away. Griffin Conant, the next up for the Marlins. A little out front there as he swings through it. And that's a strikeout look. That was pretty nasty. 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 3 and the Phillies nothing. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. And we're back with all eyes on a potential sweep. Keep the brooms in the closet for now, though, Singy.
Well, they say the hardest game to win is the final one, and we can see why, Boo. The desperate team tends to come out swinging, and that's what we've seen today.
Iglesias in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there and have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here.
Oh, there he gets the slider in on his hands, and it just eats him up. You know, it's hard to get the bat around on a pitch like that in tight. You just feel like you're crowded on the inside part of the plate. Can't get any.
Oh, this is deep to left center. Way back there. On its way. Gone. Tom Murphy sends it out. His 4th home run of the season. And they're on the board. It's 3-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boo. We knew it wasn't coming back.
We weren't sure it would ever land, and 460 feet later, it finally did as we get a look at StatCast.
Well, StatCast was invented for home runs just like this one, and he had some ridiculous bat speed on that swing, man. Everything was synced up. The backspin was incredible, and that's why it went a long, long way.
Now it's going to be Justin Crawford. And the 1-0. This one popped up. Norby. And makes the grab. 2 away now.
Next for the Phillies, shortstop Trey Turner.
2 down, bases empty. Trey Turner stands in for the Phillies. He's 0 for 1. Turner, in his 11th season, a member of the 1,000 hit club. He's been on a terrific run at the plate, hitting over 350 in his last 10. In the air to left center, Marcy on his way over, reaching for it, and breaks it in. The Phillies get one by way of the long ball. It's now a 3-1 ball game. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
You know, these Marlins showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. It's not just the 3 runs they've already scored. On top of that, they forced this starter to throw more pitches than he wanted to at this point of the game.
And a base hit up the middle. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just kept it simple, played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Heriberto Hernandez, the next up for the Marlins.
No, that's a ball.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
There you
Now
go.
check swing at the 1-1. Look down to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Marcy aboard here at first with nobody out. On the ground, right side, into the outfield, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Up next for the Marlins.
Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Sanoha in the box now. Takes strike 1. The Fish trying to break this one open. Top half of inning number 4.
0-1.
dirt. Well done behind the dish.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
2 aboard with 1 out. And now the first baseman, Graham Pauley. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
Oh.
Check swing. He held up. Ball 2.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Too low, and it's ball 3.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
2 on, 1 out. In the air, left field. Base hit. Headed for the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff with base hit.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Connor Norton, the next to hit. There's a strike.
Oh, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
Swing and a miss. That's his strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Oh, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the 3rd time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. He'll have some adjustments to make.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
Big moment in this game. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position, and could really break this thing wide open early.
High fly ball, right field. And that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now 4-1. Welcome back, and take a look at some hot hitting in this series as we check out the numbers. Out towards left center. Stowers on the move. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Now it's the cleanup hitter for the Phillies, Adolis Garcia. That one close, ruled the ball. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. The Phils trailing by 3. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swings through that one for strike 2.
This guy's sink has so much drop at it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
Not close with that one. 2 balls, no strikes. And another ball. On the ground to the left. Whips it to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. It's the Marlins 4 and the Phillies 1. Philadelphia. And now for the Marlins, Otto Lopez.
You know, these Marlins doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They've done a great job finding holes in the defense. Exactly half of their hits have come off the bat less than 90 miles per hour. So the ball isn't exactly jumping off the lumber, but they're finding a way to make it work.
Good job to fight that one off. The 0-2. Struck him out looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. And now here's the Marlins DH, Christopher Morel.
Christopher Morel.
Right through there for a strike. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
2 outs, base is empty. Griffin Conant now at the plate. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. He's 2 for 2. This one in the air, center field. And that is that. So 1 hit is all they get. Home half of the 5th. It's the Marlins 4 and the Phillies 1. This is NL East Baseball here on MLB The Show. Thanks for tuning in. Sweep warning, Singy, sweep warning.
Not so fast, though. Seeing quite the battle so far. It's always toughest to close out a series because pride kicks in on the other side.
Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball.
You know, these Phils, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Brian De La Cruz stands in for the Phillies, and that is out of play. The Phillies trailing by 3, last half of inning number 5.
No, that's low.
Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 1 challenge left for them. And now 2 balls and a strike. This one in the air, right field. And a foul ball. On the ground to third, and that chance handled. Throws to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. 2 down, bases empty. And now for the Phillies, Jose Iglesias. In the air, right field. And that's out of play, a foul ball.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he's attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
there with plenty of time, and that ends the inning. He's down in order, and they trail it 4-1. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far. Heriberto Hernandez getting ready to hit.
Heriberto Hernandez. Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Tanner Banks.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And the first pitch misses for ball one. Banks fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. Iglesias fires over to first, and that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Second baseman, Javier Sanoja.
Javier Sanoja, the next up for the Marlins.
And although you like the fact that guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
On the ground right side, Iglesias slings to first. 2 quick outs to open the top of the sixth.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
And now, Graham Pauley. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
It's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes. It's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
And that's a base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
Third time through the order now. Here's the third baseman, Connor Norton. This one kicks away from Murphy. And the runner holds.
What?
Next up.
What?
Bring his foul back. Ground ball to the right side. Can't glove it cleanly, but goes to second with it, and they get the out. Stay with the play, and that'll end the inning. Marlins lead 1 as they hold on to 4-1 lead. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture. the ground to third. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the Phillies, center fielder.
So the Philly batting order turns over. Justin Crawford will hit next. Out towards right center field. And there's two away.
Up next for the Phillies.
Here's Turner now. And a breaking ball misses outside. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. Up 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. Back here, Citizens Bank Park. They put themselves out in front with a nice display at the plate. Take a look at the spray chart for where their hits have landed.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish.
Here's the new pitcher for the Phillies, Taijuan Walker.
And if you dig into his walk rate, his numbers are really impressive. He's really filled up the strike zone this season, so these batters better be ready to swing the bats.
What a stop. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next,
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to throw to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there.
Otto Lopez, the next up for the Marlins. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground to third. And 2 away to start the 7th.
up next for the Marlins, the designated hitter, Christopher Morel.
Christopher Morel, the next to hit. Out to short, Turner. To first, it short hops him, but a nice for out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins, but they lead it 4-1. Welcome back. The sweep is still in play, but they'll need a late rally to make that happen, Singy.
This is when you find out a lot about a club's makeup, fight, focus, and how badly they want it. Of course, I'm talking about both sides. It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. 0-2 now. Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first, and they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to. deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Swinging a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one. Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
This to third, Norby. Slings to first in time.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there, just rolled over it, got the ground ball.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Braxton Garrett won't go any further. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. Tyler Phillips gets the call from the pen.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Alec Bohm stands in for the Phillies.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful, not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Strike 2.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take it back.
So 2 down. Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. That should get the dugout going. And just like that, they're within a run. These fans are really excited right now.
Up in the zone, even if they're borderline strikes, at this level, typically are hit a long way.
And next is the designated hitter, Brian De La Cruz. The Marlins holding on to a 1-run lead here at the bottom of the 7th. That one finds the zone. 0-2.
Ball, slow.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Caught him looking for the K. Phils do get one back on this solo home run. It's now a 4-3 ball game. This is NL East baseball here on MLB The Show. Back here in Philadelphia, we go to the 8th. Griffin Kona getting ready to hit.
That's out the corner.
Rocker, a former All-Star. He throws a cutter, a splitter, a sinker, a slider, and he works in a 4-seamer. Pretty close, but it was a ball. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one carrying. And he brings it into the warning track.
Up next, for the Marlins, center fielder Jacob Marcy.
Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. That one to first. Harper takes it himself. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Marlins, catcher Heriberto Hernandez.
Here's the catcher, Heriberto Hernandez. In the air to left center, Crawford on the move to the gap. And that'll do it. So they make short work of him there. Last half. The 8th coming up. It's the Marlins 4 and the Phillies 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Calvin Fauché. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Here's the second baseman, Jose Iglesias. That clips the corner. Signs of activity in the pen for the Marlins. Pete Fairbanks, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity. Gibson, the lefty, warming up as well. This one in the air, center field. 1 away.
Up next for the Phillies, catcher Tom.
So here's Murphy now. He's already homered in this game. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. In there at the knees. That's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Throws to first in time.
Well, we saw a solid effort out of their starter, and the bullpen is following suit. It's just a good day as a manager or as a pitching coach when you can hand the ball off to multiple arms and get stability from all of their performances.
Drops a bunt down the first base side. And a foul ball. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So the tying run reaches with 2 away.
Oh, you never like to cut it that close, but the hitting streak will live on at least another day.
A little bit of a tense moment, Singy. Looked like that might be the end of it.
I don't know. The way he's been going, his confidence must be sky high. So even if it takes until his last at bat, you get that sense that a hit's coming from this guy one way or another.
Turner in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Well, in this situation, the hitter knows that he's got to find a pitch that he can drive in order to drive in that tying run all the way from first base. So if he can't do that, keep the line moving. The walk or just a base hit. But you've got to stay within yourself.
That one way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit. Typically, the outfield defense will play a little bit deeper just to keep the ball in front, make sure that runner on first doesn't come all the way around to score and tie this ball game up.
The Phils with the tying run on at first. Here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Safe in second, and that was not close. And the tying run is now in scoring position.
Well, it really doesn't matter what the situation is. When a guy like this gets on first, you know he's going to steal second at some point during the at-bat. Nice job to get in the scoring position. The defense probably knew it was coming, but they just couldn't do anything to stop it.
And a payoff pitch. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. No runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Through 8 full, it's the Marlins 4 and the Phillies 3. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. We go. Miller taking over on the mound.
Definitely a guy that pounds the strike zone, makes hitters earn their way on base, and rarely gets in trouble because of free passes.
That's a laser base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Stepping in, Graham Pauley. Hit hard but foul off to the left. Can't make contact with the sweeper. Keller in his 9th season, 30 years old now, a former first-round pick back in 2017. And he'll shoot. Fights it off, he'll see another. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the 9th. Stays alive. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And a strikeout for the first out here in the 9th. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the Marlins leadoff hitter, Connor Norton. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he's grounded out. Fouled off. He was late.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Swung on, belted. And gone! His 26th of the year, and they add on. It's 6-3.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. That's just a great feeling as a hitter. You let the ball travel, tracked it pretty nicely. He's almost beat there, but he gets the bat head in time, and it's true enough to stay fair. I mean, that's a good feeling when you can hit an opposite field home run, and he did it right there.
No, that's a ball.
At the plate now. That's ball 1. That one ripped, but foul.
Oh.
2 runs across in the inning. Here at the top of the 9th. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. 2-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. And there's 2 away.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter. It just can eat you off, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
Lopez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Right side.